Falafel takeouts have become hugely popular here in the UK. You can see them everywhere and I love them. They're absolutely amazing because they've got loads of fresh veggies in them. They actually have protein in them. When falafels are served, so it's like a Middle Eastern style dish, they've got loads of salad veggies with them, and they're also made with chickpeas. They're generally served with hummus as well, so they're pretty high in protein and they are absolutely delicious. Now the only problem is most of them, they're going to be deep fried, the ones that you buy, and also they're probably not going to have quite enough protein in. So I am making today my high protein falafel bowls. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in amazing shape. And I'm always looking for new recipes, and I got completely inspired when I had a takeout falafel bowl recently, and I wanted to kind of recreate this recipe for you guys so it's like high protein eating. And so it's like really simple ingredients. I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in the falafel to start off with, and then we're going to make the side salad, which is like amazing to go with it, and I'll show you those ingredients later on. So first of all, you're going to need chickpeas, and I've had these soaking overnight. That's really important that you use the dried chickpeas and not the canned chickpeas. I've been reading all up about this, and with this Middle Eastern style of cooking, that's what you need to use. And then you've got some spices here, so I've got black pepper, chili flakes. I've actually got garam masala, which strictly isn't really Middle Eastern, but all that is a combination of dried coriander, cilantro, and dried cumin. So you could just use dried cumin and dried coriander. I've got some baking powder there. I've got some salt, garlic, onion, parsley, fresh coriander. We call it coriander, it's called cilantro in the USA, and that's all it is. A really simple list of ingredients. You are going to need a food processor to make this work. First things first, I'm going to drain these chickpeas and then pat them dry. The next step is simply to add all the ingredients into the food processor. I've already chopped the onions there. Still needs a bit longer. So that's finished now, you can tell, because it's kind of gone into like a fine blend and it's sort of sticking together, and that's how you're going to form the balls. So I'm going to put that in the fridge for around 45 minutes, and while I'm doing that I'm going to get on and prepare the salads. I've got 100 grams of dry weight quinoa here, which is about 3.5 ounces, and I'm going to put it in some boiling water and just boil it for 20 minutes, and that's going to make this dish a lot higher in protein. The falafel mixture has been chilling, and now I've just got to make them into balls before I air fry them. I almost forgot, this is the point where you put the baking powder in. So I'm just going to put a teaspoon of baking powder in there. That's just going to help them cook. You could use an ice cream scoop, but I'm just going to use a spoon and my hands and just shape them into balls. So I'm going to drain the quinoa. It's been on for 20 minutes and then we're going to get on and air fry the falafels. I've got some spray oil here, so I'm going to just spray the falafels and then also spray inside of the air fryer there. And I've just got it set to the standard temperature, which here in the UK that's 200. I believe that's about 375 in the USA. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do them all at once, so they get a good chance to sort of cook there. I'm going to put them in sort of 4 or 5 at a time, so there's plenty of space around them, and that means they're just going to cook better. I mean, that's what you've got to watch out for with an air fryer, it's just not to overfill it. It's almost halfway through the cooking time, so I'm just going to check what it looks like and give it a shake around. Oh, so they have stuck a little bit on the bottom. I'm just going to spray some more oil. I'll just get a spatula and carefully turn them over. So those have been on for 15 minutes, but I'm taking them out because they are pretty brown. See that there, they've gone quite brown, so I think that's cooked enough now. All of this is going to be a bit dry. I am going to add some salad to it. I want to make a homemade hummus. So what I've got there is some lemons, garlic, tahini, chickpeas. Now you would normally put olive oil in this, but I'm not going to do that because I want to keep it kind of light and low in calories. I am going to add a little bit of olive oil into the salad, and then I've also got some water there. So all I'm going to do is just put everything into the blender and we've basically got the homemade hummus. Yeah, it looks all blended out, it looks perfect. Let me just check for taste. Yeah, that is amazing. So much better than the shop-bought one. So I'm just gonna pour this hummus into there. The final stage is to build everything and make it into this delicious falafel bowl. We're going to kind of add some dressings as well, and as you can see here, I've made a few different salads. Now we want to actually just squeeze this lemon juice into the various salads. Just a teaspoon of olive oil to the quinoa and the tomato and cucumber salad that actually has some spring onion added to it, just to give the carrots some nice flavour. It's really good if you can add some cumin and coriander, which again is garam masala really. So I'm just going to add that on and mix it around a bit. Just gonna give it that nice Middle Eastern flavour, and then what we can start doing is just plating everything up. Now you will find you could actually have this with a pitta as well, so it just depends really, you know, where you are with your carbohydrates and whether, you know, you can add the extra carbs in. There is carbs in the chickpeas, which are in the falafel, and also in the quinoa, but the quinoa is high in protein and high in carbohydrate. So we had 100 grams originally. I'm just going to have a couple of tablespoons there, which is kind of like, it's about a quarter of what we had. I'm going to load up this salad because You can have as much as you like of that. Just a couple of teaspoons of the hummus. And finally, 3 of the falafels. So there you have it. There is my Middle Eastern falafel bowl. Yummy. You gonna try some then?
Funny you should say that. As if by magic.
Tell me what you think. Just be honest as well.
We had this two days ago. We bought this in a shop, and now there's no oil taste to this, and it's much more flavoursome. So I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not deep fried. They're done in the air fryer, and I went and put oil on all of the. I put a tiny bit of oil on the salad, so of course it won't have the amount of fat, and then the hummus doesn't have olive oil in it, but the tahini's, tahini is made from seeds, sesame seeds, so there's oil to that.
You made the
I made my own hummus.
Well, lovely.
Because it's more healthy. There won't be any left for me, will there?
My job is to hold the fork
Oh dear.
and eat.